Next up, we saw one elephant which was far in the distance. We were in the same area where we saw that second leopard, and the wild buffalo had moved a little closer. This deer was surrounded by egrets. Next, we saw this elephant which was walking across the bushes, taking a piece of grass in the process. And then it quickly disappeared behind the bush. But then, as we moved a little back, we came to a clearing, and we saw that it was drinking water at a water hole. It was a very good sight to see, and we were very happy seeing 4 elephant sightings so far. We moved a little bit, and we then saw that this elephant was now in the water, and it was drinking the water as well inside. Again, it was very hot still, so all the animals are still tempted to go inside that water. We were very happy to see such an amazing sighting of such a majestic animal, and one very famous animal in Sri Lanka. These 2 peacocks were sitting on a branch of a tree, and they also accompanied the elephant. Then this elephant sprayed water across itself, which landed back in the water. This is how elephants cool off. Either they spray mud on themselves or water on themselves. This is how they cool off. This picture shows the elephant taking a drink. Later on, we saw another elephant, this time with a baby. The mother elephant was also searching for food. This is how they get the food. It was pretty amazing. You just watch. They take it, and they start removing the leaves of it, and then finally they eat it. See, they start removing the leaves of the branch, and that takes a little time before they just put it into their mouth and suck it and suck all the juice out of it. A little later, and we are here at another water body. This time not for an elephant, but for a spot-billed pelican. This spot-billed pelican is just sitting there with its wings slightly open, looking at the water. It was not in the mood to do some fishing, so we don't really know what exactly it was doing like that. This picture shows the pelican along with a darter, also known as a snake bird. There was an egret and a redwater lapwing in the same shot as well. When we turned our attention to the pelican again, it flew off over the lake, which was also another brilliant sight, as we could see its huge wingspan. There was a grey heron and a darter right there, along with a black wing stilt in the same area. We could see 2 wild boars running across the road and into the bush. This elephant is just running into the bush as we are driving along. There are actually 3 of these elephants, and a lot of mud puddles also. This elephant is grazing and is not in any hurry. And this elephant too is behind in the bush, much like the other elephant which ran into the bush was. And once we came a little close, it also went into the bush to follow its companion, and then turn a little bit later, and you will find this huge elephant standing right in the middle of the road. and right in our tracks. In the water, there were some red-wattled lapwings, and then this elephant covered the scene. You can see how big the elephants are. Back to the lapwings, and there are two of them which are foraging for food. This mongoose is running across the road and into the bush, much like most of the animals that we've seen so far. Into the bush they go. Well, there is an elephant behind that bush. Wow. Towards the end of our safari, we saw this painted stork standing in its place, and then a red-wattled lapwing which was also standing in its place. We saw these langurs for the first time in this safari. One ran across us as well, and then this one also jumped off its tree and ran. This one remaining langur was also not interested and jumped off and started running. We were all very happy. And then the safari ended as we exited the gate. After an enthralling full safari. Although the video wasn't over yet, because there are animals that come on the road too. And yes, this wild elephant again came very, very close to our jeep and then cross the road to the other side. We were taken by surprise when we saw this elephant, and just a minute after we exited the gate, we knew that there could be other wild animals coming, and even in our resort, we know that elephants can enter it. Towards the end of the day at our resort, or in the night, we saw this frog on the glass of a bar in our resort. Well guys, so hope you enjoy this long adventure in the Yala National Park with a full day safari. Now remember that this full day safari might be a little bit too tiring for you guys. So please, you have multiple safari options to choose from. There is a morning safari and an evening safari if you don't want to go for the full day safari. And so we saw lots of things. We are pretty happy with what we saw. And main thing was that we managed to see two leopards. The leopard is the most important thing that we had to find here. So I hope you enjoyed this video of the Summer Adventures 2023, and we'll see you in the next one, which will come very, very soon. Till then, it's bye-bye and thank you for your time.